Yeah, we should be.
Okay, well, perfect.
Guess I'll attach this.
What's up, everybody? Dial for Heroclix here. Simeon. Whoa, Simeon's in the studio. He wasn't here last time
In
we
a
were in the
live
studio.
stream?
Calder's in the studio, repping the new Dial H for Heroclix shirt. Actually, let's go ahead. The brand new Legacy Hulk Cap Wolf shirt. Pretty slick shirt. Big shout out Antonio Clark for making these. I love them. They feel great. They look great. Shout out superfan Tristan Halverson and Ethan Briggs for putting in that overtime hours, getting these shirts made for us. I super appreciate it. This was all made by Heroclix fans for Heroclix fans. Heroclix artists and Heroclix players were the ones that made the shirts. And
HeroClix
then
moms.
HeroClix moms
Also,
also helped make the shirts.
yeah.
So yeah, definitely check these guys out. Join the Patreon if you want to go ahead and snag some of these shirts. I'm just going to double click our live. Oh yeah, we're going good. We're going strong. Perfect. All right, guys. It's a very special live though because we are doing a really cool. Well, WizKids is doing a really cool promotion on their website, and we got some more of the realms to unbox. If you want, actually, let me go ahead. I realize I did not put the link in the chat. Let me paste that
Ooh.
right there.
I was thinking,
In that guy.
I knew this was coming up, and I was thinking I should
Yeah.
really like re-look through this set. And then I was like, no, I kind of want to be like surprised again
Oh,
because it's
nice.
been long enough from like opening this set the first time that I don't remember everything that was in it. Obviously, I remember Prime Destroyer, like that's a given. I've played against the Chase
Prime
Spidey,
Wrecker, dude.
Prime Wrecker,
Played Prime Wrecker so many times.
yeah. But I honestly I forgot about this Human Torch, which is an amazing sculpt. That one, and then there's not an Iceman in this, is there?
There's not nice, man.
Is it?
But
Is it
this
the
stuff,
Chase Loki?
these
I don't know.
cases are just straight up half off. So right now, if you check out the website, the case is straight up half off. So instead of $300, it's $135. It's really cool. It works with War of the Realms and Disney Plus, and they also have a mixed case, which is kind of cool, where it's one Disney Plus brick and then one War of the Realms brick. But then they also just have straight up case of War of the Realms or case of Disney Plus. So guys, go ahead and check that out. It's the Dial H collection on there too, which is so
Yeah.
cool. So check it out, guys. Check it out. No, I'm excited to see we pull into this set. I don't think I've ever owned a War of the Realms chase. I know I like that She-Hulk. She's really cool.
I was like, is that She-Hulk? So there's the She-Hulk with the Mjolnir belt, or not
Yeah,
Mjolnir.
I don't know what that belt is called.
It's the belt
The
of
Mighty
strength.
Belt, though. The Mighty Belt. His belt of strength.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
reference it in Spider-Man, whatever, Homecoming, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Right? I think they do. They have obviously the torch. That torch sculpt is amazing.
I've actually
I
read
think
a
that'd
little
be
bit of
so
War of
sick.
Realms since this set came
Oh,
out,
sure, yeah.
and the helmet that Spidey gets lets him talk to horses.
In a very sad scene
Yeah.
too, too at the end of that.
It's yeah. Dennis Ryan says he loves the set, and
Right on.
everyone seemed to hate on it so much. I do think it got some unnecessary hate.
I agree with you there.
My biggest disappointment of the set was that there were no generics. But
That was weird.
there's a lot of, I think something that we should remember that this set did, and I think this set did it first and did it the best so far, is we got huge improvements on theme. This was the first set where,
Yeah, it's all the Pulp Avengers,
yeah,
all the common uncommon Avengers. Yeah,
Black Widow giving stealth, Spider-Man giving super senses, Hulk giving toughness, like all of them
that's true.
working together and doing kind of like insane stuff. I know
Booster knife.
yeah, Bluetooth
The
booster knife.
Bluetooth booster knife. Bill's in the chat. He loves the booster knife. I don't know if Jackson's in the chat, but Jackson, he really likes the booster knife.
Yeah.
His opponents, maybe not so much. But Jackson really likes the booster knife. But we're gonna give this stuff away. This is not as much as I'd love to keep some of this stuff because I still haven't gotten a lot of War of the Realms. I definitely need that She-Hulk still. We're gonna be giving away some of this stuff. So first off, we are gonna give away the Legacy card.
So
Before we open it, though,
card.
oh, a thick card. So we're giving away the Legacy card before we even open it. Do you want to give that away first, just right away?
Yeah,
Just
we could
to
do.
kick it off.
All
All right, guys.
We've got 19 people watching. I think. How do we want to give?
We could have people name their favorite Asgardian.
Yeah.
Maybe their favorite. I don't know. That seems a favorite Legacy figure ever. There's that. What else? What else is a fun way for people to try to like win this legacy card? Let's see. Let's see. Before we haven't decided yet. Before we decide, I like that there's people already jumping the gun though. We haven't decided yet. We haven't decided yet. We haven't decided yet. Let's see. Maybe what's like favorite weapon? How's that? Would that be kind of cool?
Favorite like
Sword,
iconic
shield,
equipment thing.
mace. Yeah,
Oh,
favorite. Yeah,
okay.
favorite. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Favorite Heroclix equipment.
Okay.
How's that? That sounds pretty cool. That's how we'll give away the legacy card. All right, guys. In the chat below, you want to get a timer, Simeon?
Yeah,
We'll give them a minute.
do.
Anybody that says it right now, you're disqualified instantaneously. You have to wait till I say go. All right, and that one didn't count. But start thinking for
All
your
right.
favorite HeroClix equipment. Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Right now, go. Put down your favorite HeroClix equipment in the chat. You'll
1
be entered to
minute.
win a legacy card. Now, what's cool about this, and why I think it's cool to give that away before we open it, is that this one had very special legacy cards that were just way more rare than other ones. The
Yeah,
distribution was messed up. So
that is
that was
true.
Pile Driver and Hogan. Is that right? I know it was Pile Driver because he
Pile
was like
driver.
$40 to try to get at one
Yeah.
point in time.
Hogan from the Warriors 3. I don't know because I know I didn't get him. I got Volstagg was the one of the legacies that I got,
Right.
and I don't remember. It's probably like because that wasn't all of them. I can't remember what the other ones. Those are just the ones that come to mind
There's
the easiest.
Fandral, Volstagg, and Hogan.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
those ones. Lady Sif. It's sometimes it's the Warriors 3 and Sif.
Hmm.
You know,
All right, five
we're almost
seconds
there.
left.
5 seconds, and nobody has said the correct answer yet.
All right, we're cutting it off.
Cut off. So
All
anyone
right.
past HeroClix headquarters,
Yep.
you're not getting entered. Let's look at some of these really quick. Let's look at some of these really quick.
Ock arms.
Hawk arms. Okay. Blood axe. Sure.
I liked Ock arms a lot back in the day. I like both versions. The relic where it was like perplex, but you could use it 3 times.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was cool.
Nobody said Venom Pump, which is my favorite
Oh,
equipment. Simeon, what's your favorite equipment of all time?
of all time,
All
man,
time, always.
gosh, that's so hard. It's so hard. There's been so many good ones through different like
It's true.
iterations. Like part of me wants to say Exospecs, but I'm like, it's not that great. Like it was just I just liked the way the
It
Exospec.
was the best for a while, though.
Yeah, like before we got like qualifying things, Exospecs was like you have to be this many points.
It's true.
Um,
Yeah.
Man, Ock arms were really solid. I like the new Spidey arms. I like some of
Oh
like the
yeah.
simpler ones. Well, I'm not gonna lump category together because like Mandarin rings all together is cool, and then gems are really cool.
True.
Uh, Man, I think I'm gonna cop out and say that one of the newest ones and just go with the motorcycle. Standard
Oh, that's
motorcycle
fair.
is
Yeah, that's cool. That's
yeah.
fair. No,
I did do a double
no,
take, Bill, because it does
no,
have the same
no.
color scheme.
This is a sparkling ice. This is sparkling ice flavored water, zero sugar. Definitely not doing that, Bill.
Oh,
Sorry if I lost your respect.
Cloak
Um,
of Levitation. How could we forget so
oh, he is
soon?
so good.
Yeah.
He is so good. That is so
Oh,
good.
Blood Axe. That's probably the one I've used the most. Blood Axe was like,
You do a little Eddie Guerrero blood axe action,
yeah,
Simeon.
and I love that ADW Hulk with the Blood Axe, where he's
Ooh,
like had colossal stamina, but he kept like his stats from
yeah.
how many times he'd been attacked, so you could just like move across the board, hit somebody with exploit, steal energy, and you had battle fury. That was, I think, one of the first equipments that I remember that combined three standard
So
powers
many powers.
that you
Yeah.
wanted. You like were okay with all three.
And it's funny, that was probably balanced. Like, well, it's a heavy object, it's 10 points. Like, I'm sure like that was part of its balancing at
Right.
one point, and it was like, nah,
And
doesn't
then it
really
was
matter.
just
The amount of people saying Soul Gem is wild to me.
Soul
The
Gem.
entire one person that said Soul Gem.
That's
We
steal
got a lot of
energy
Soul
range
Sword.
close
We had
plus
very
one
little
defense.
swords. Now that I look back on, it, we have very little swords. So let's just go ahead. I'll count them up. We do random generator here. So starting at here's USA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go 11, 12. 12 people entered. It looks right. Do a random number generator of 1 through 12, Simeon.
1
Ooh.
through 12.
Let's see. Let's see here.
I know you guys can't see it, but generate.
Ooh,
3.
3. That makes it easy enough. 3 is 1, 2, 3. Hypnosis Pictures. You have won this legacy card, which we're about to open and show you what it is. But go ahead and email us at dialhforheroclix@gmail.com with your address, and we'll get this legacy card sent out to you. Okay? Hypnosis Pictures. You won this legacy card. Make sure to get us your address.
And the legacy card is.
Dude, please be like Pile Driver Hogan. That'd be so
Oh,
cool.
it's not a legacy card. It's an ID card. No.
No, what? Oh, you're right. It was thick, Simeon. Dang.
Oh, it is
Ooh.
Surtur.
That is a good one.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's one that's worth getting for
Yeah.
sure. Especially if you have Surtur, I guess. If
Yeah,
you
no
don't,
kidding.
then maybe we just burdened you with that. But
Burden to the
with the
glorious
knowledge.
purpose of going to go buy Surtur now. How?
How did they change him again? No characters. Okay, yeah, retail. Hits with close attack. Choose a standard defense power or stop. Hit characters can't use the chosen. So instead of just wiping all of them,
All
he got to pick
defense.
one.
Yeah.
That's cool. If
He
he's
doesn't ping people anymore, right? The one pen after.
yeah,
I think he doesn't
he
ping
doesn't do
either.
the one pen. If he's 150 points or more, when an opposing character would reduce damage, they reduce that damage by 1 less. When he's KO'd, this effect continues for the rest of the game.
Dang. That's pretty good.
So he got like way better for big battles.
For, yeah, a longer game. Yeah.
Because, yeah, and then originally he had like some weakness to like incapacitate. It was like,
Did he?
yeah, it was like when targeted with incapacitate,
Never remember
opposing characters that can use that like get +3 attack or something. Because yeah, him and Ymir had like the two.
Oh, the
Ymir
rival
was
of fire
energy
and ice.
explosion, and yeah.
Sounds right. All right. I think we take turns. We do the classic booster battle Dial H style.
Do you want to do 2 each? Not like at the same time. But like once we get like 2 done, we have them decide who would have won that sealed game.
Oh, sure, that sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
After we open 2, sure. Both going top in our own respective
Front,
corners.
front left and front right.
Let's see. Let's see.
Oh,
You want to go first, Simeon? Oh.
ooh. So we'll go first. First up, we've got the Heim Daredevil. That's one of the supers from the set. That was one of the ones I remembered because he had like phase. Actually, I remember because the last episode of the podcast, I was gonna build with him, but I was like, no one else on the team
You
is
lose it,
Asgardian.
yeah.
We've got Angela, which is like only her second or third time being clixed. Hulk.
Sounds right.
So that's like the common Hulk. We have the common Miles Morales, and then we have not the Scourge. We have Executioner.
Executioner. Ooh. Okay. I've got a little support action here. I've got the common Scarlet Witch. I have the uncommon Thor, the common Black Panther. I think Curse is a rare. Yeah, Curse is my rare, and then the uncommon Yondu is my pack. Little Avengers, little bad guys action here going on.
Look at the
Ooh.
shading on him.
I know. I didn't realize Hulk had such in-depth shading. Man, holy
Yeah.
smokes!
Hit him with that wash.
That black wash, bro. Letting everything pop. Letting those creases and crevices pop. Back, left, back, right to round out our SEAL team. Let's see. We'll see.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, geez, you get like the chase right away or something,
No.
Simeon? I'm like,
Well, maybe I don't. I've only seen one character.
oh.
All right. We're starting off with. It's another executioner.
Really?
Yeah,
So funny.
that's just funny because it is in the same position as the last one. We've got Baron Zemo. He's a rare.
I love that Baron Zemo so much.
I don't remember what this one does. We've
He's
got
a TK Mastermind Leadership Outwit.
another Hulk, but this one
Not
with
bad.
a different color palette.
Were there 2 Hulks in this set? I don't think there was,
No,
right?
these are both common Hulks, but
Oh,
one clearly is like got a
dude, black washed up.
yeah. So we've got like the Masterworks Hulk and then
Kind of interesting.
the regular Hulk.
It's super interesting.
All right, and then finishing out that booster, we've got Dr. Annabelle Riggs,
Mm,
which she turns into Valkyrie.
that's right. Yeah, she turns into Valkyrie.
Switch back and forth. Guardians TA, and then the Enchantress,
Ooh,
uncommon Enchantress. I'm gonna have to look what this Baron Zemo does. I don't remember.
so awesome. So,
Oh, a recruiter for Masters of Evil.
that's right. So actually,
Mm,
the extra executioner,
yeah, there you
one
go.
dies, just bring one back in.
And he's got putting my pieces into play. His TK for
Yeah,
35 points with leadership outwit. That is a solid 35 points.
dude, I love that Baron Zemo. My pack. We have another common Black Panther. We have the rare Wrecker, the non-prime Wrecker. This is so sad. We do get the Hawkeye, the Kate Bishop Hawkeye, Valkyrie, and Nebula. So, I don't know. I like this. She's a great sealed pull,
Oh yeah,
man.
that
Insane reach
12
with
for
her
3 sidestep
her
running
8
shot.
range triple target. The rare Wrecker's solid. I like Valkyrie. Nebula's a solid little no special abilities type character. Nebula, she's pretty cool. And then I got that Black Panther again. So, guys, I'm gonna go over my two boosters really quick. If you had to build a team out of these two boosters, Simeon and Eyes, who do you think would win in a sealed match? So my first booster was Yondu, Curse, Black Panther, the Uncommon Thor, and Scarlet Witch. My second booster had Black Panther, the Rare Wrecker, the Hawkeye Common, Valkyrie Uncommon, and Nebula Common. And then Simeon.
Yeah, my first booster. I think I would, if I were playing this, I'd be going non-theme, but with mostly as Guardians, because
Oh, sure.
first booster was Daredevil, who can potentially phase and carry 4. Um, Angela, Hulk, the Miles Morales Spider-Man, and the Executioner. And then my second booster also had Hulk and the Executioner. So what was Hulk at? 70 points, so you could just play double Hulk.
Double Hulk.
Enchantress, which she starts with, ooh, I don't know about that. 75 points for that dial, but she's starts with prob, so
She's a
and sealed,
TK.
prob TK and
Yeah.
sealed. And then Baron Zemo and Dr. Annabelle
Aaron
Riggs.
Simmons a little leadership outwit TK on
Yeah,
that lower line.
Hulk does not have as Guardian, but
This is so sad.
I think he might be one of the only ones that him and Spider-Man, yeah, almost everything else has it.
Ooh.
So that was my first booster. And then yeah, the Zemo pack, which just endlessly recruiting scourges back onto the
Just bringing him
battlefield.
back to life every single time. Him and I guess Enchantress maybe has Master of Evil. Scourge might be your only other Master of Evil, I guess, besides Baron
Yeah.
Zemo.
Masters of Evil. Masters of Evil. Yeah,
Mhm.
Executioner and Enchantress have
They
it.
have it. Okay.
We've got one vote for Calder's team. I do think that Hawkeye gives a
Yeah, she is so nasty and
huge
sealed.
boost.
She's so good. The 12 Pensai,
Mhm.
ugh, with the insane reach on smaller maps
I
now
mean,
too.
especially yeah. What is it? It's 8 range, sidestep, running shot. So she like moves like 5 squares. It's like 13 squares on her
Yeah,
own or something.
just nuts.
With a 12 for 3. Yeah.
Oh, shall we crack open into our next boosters here? Let's see.
Yes.
So who wins the most sealed matches gets to open the
Final.
final booster. I mean, already even out. It's already even, I guess, really.
All right, we've got 2 votes for Calder. Though
Looks like
I don't know if I can
three.
accept his
Looks like
build.
three to
What?
me.
What?
Heroclix USA
Uh,
looks good. I'd say Calder or
oh,
Coulder.
I didn't.
He's voting for Coulder, I guess,
I just
not
saw the
Calder.
uncommon Thor and I stopped reading.
Ah,
I'm trying to read fast, not because I don't
sure.
want to read your comment. Ooh,
I don't like my booster. I'm not gonna lie. This is a for a sealed booster. Not great. I do like that we have Scourge, though. I always like Scourge.
hmm.
Then we get Dr. Annabelle Riggs. We get one of the generic Lokis. We get Moon Knight, and then we get Vision. So my rare here is Moon Knight? It is Moon Knight. Okay. Yeah.
All right, starting off
Scourge is cool, but yeah.
pretty strong with this potential SEAL team.
Uh,
We've got the Destroyer, not the Prime, but
man, dang.
the amount of times I played War of the Realms sealed and had to face one of these.
They're
I think
tough.
the only guy that
So tough, dude.
uh, Eric Masterson. I think he's in the set.
No, it's Donald Blake.
Donald Blake.
Because
Okay.
he gets rid of defense powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's good.
Ooh. So yeah, I got Super Rare Destroyer.
Ooh.
I got an uncommon Vision. I got Nebula, Scarlet Witch, and one of the common shifting focus Thor. They're all 75. Is this Vision? Is he a shifting focus Vision? I don't think
He
he is.
is. Yeah, he is.
Okay. I don't.
I'm so not used to seeing Destroyer with this little fire coming out of
Yeah,
his arm. Oh, I'm so
because
used to like
the Prime
the
doesn't have
Prime
that.
doesn't have that. Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
he
had
is.
wow, I never noticed this.
So he is
Interesting.
phasing 12 for 4. He's 150 points, so he's half the build, but he's a 12 for 4, has the
God.
Guardians team ability. Then he has traded sidestep. At the beginning of your turn, you can move him 1 square.
Oh, okay.
So he gets to move 3 squares,
For free, yeah.
but compared to the Prime Destroyer, he obviously isn't as effective on the battlefield.
Right.
He's just in sealed, he's insane.
I think in sealed though, yeah, he's still so good. Just still a lot to chew through. Still like good range. All right, let's jump into this next booster here. I think Simeon's got the clear edge on this booster matchup so far. So I'll have to really hope for some heat in this second one in order to try to make that up. We do get my boy though, at the very least. So we have the common Spider-Man, the common Black Widow, the uncommon Nova. Our rare is Mary Jane, and then I have the 60-point common Captain America. I really like this Nova in
Mm.
sealed. I think he can help me out. I think Black Widow getting everybody stealth could help me out.
And that's the Spider-Man that gives super
And that's
senses.
Spider-Man. That's no, that's Miles gives super senses.
Is it
I don't think this Spider-Man is part of the team player bit.
Oh,
I don't think he gives out
oh,
anything.
he's the uncommon then.
Yeah,
Okay.
Miles gives out senses, but this Mary Jane is a solid piece. Cap's got shield TA. Maybe this is I think Simeon's got the edge. Very good edge here. Let's
Um,
see.
we've got another shifting focus, but the same shifting focus
Oh
at
my
the same time.
gosh.
We've got another super rare. This is Malekith. I don't think he's going to be helping me in Seal too much. He's a mission point character. He is interesting and fun, but I think the one that's really going to help me in Seal, Lady Sif. Yeah,
Ooh, that Lady Sif.
that flurry,
So
that free
good.
attack, the rally die on her. We've got an uncommon Groot, and then I also got the Spider-Man.
Everybody can feel free to spam the comments saying who they think wins. I think it's pretty obvious. I think it's very, I think it's very obvious.
Yeah, that one.
I think you got it,
I
man.
think the first one was closer.
I think the team I would build would have to be like Scourge plus Nova because they're both just good at range and close.
Man,
After Scourge and Nova, we have to do like Mary Jane,
if anyone plays
Black
like,
Widow. But yeah,
if anyone plays, uh, like for whatever reason they decide to be crazy and play Pulp Silver, like Silver Age Pulp, Lady Sif with Orb and
we were
Sinister, where she's got the rally ones.
oh, that would be so good. Oh
It'd just
gosh.
be a ton
Yeah.
of attacks, a ton of crit hits.
Silver Pulp. That could be really interesting actually, because then that reaches all the way back to Superior Foe to Spider-Man, and then that gets you Overdrive, Busted and Pulp. Lets you have the hair back, the girls with the hair back.
Oh
Lets you have the
yeah,
giant girls back, the Pulp staples,
yeah,
the old
Wendigo.
school popper
Gosh,
staples back in their time.
I don't think that's ever going to be a good idea. Is Silver Age
Silver
Pulp.
Pulp. It'd be kind of fun.
I think it'd be fun to try and see
A
what
super
could
weird
happen.
go nuts kind of way. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be kind of fun. I don't know. I like it.
I do. Yeah. Well, the one good thing is like with standard pulp rules, you'd be locked in at one Wendigo.
That is true.
Well,
At least.
people definitely think I won
Yeah,
that
I
second
don't.
round.
Yeah, easily.
So I guess we split these last two boosters then. Since
Yeah, we'll split them.
you won round one, I'll let you pick first.
Oh, how nice. I wanna.
We
I don't
haven't
want to fake because like
we
so
haven't seen a prime. We haven't seen a
the
chase.
chase and prime are still in it, and Simeon's also pulled 3 super rares, and I've
Yeah.
gotten none so far. So I always choose the front booster first. We're gonna go back. Did I psych myself out? I guess we shall see now. And I'll open this first just in case because I do think that if I open this and it is what I think it is, probably going to be a rare. Nope. Simeon can open his first. We're gonna end on mine. Yeah, let's go. Let's
All
go.
right. You got the
Just kidding. I'm a genius? Huh? What?
Switching my tactics finally paid off.
Finally.
I actually like this booster.
That is a good man. Now this is a sealed booster,
This is a great
ladies and
sealed
gentlemen.
booster. Yeah, so we've got Blade, the undying BR king of this
Yeah,
set.
Blade's awesome.
Shang-Chi, Vision. We've got
Ulick?
King Ulick.
King Ulick.
And then we've got Kid Loki, which,
What he got great with that destroyer pack.
yeah,
Pulled very specifically that destroyer.
King Ulick with the
little
Asgardian
bystander.
brass knuckles and
Yeah, dude.
the rock trolls.
This Shang-Chi, insane in sealed. The
Yes.
triple target exploit close,
And then it was
or in cap if you want to.
traded
Yeah.
flurry.
Oh, yeah. So sick.
Yeah. And then it could modify hit characters given an action token, modify damage -1. So if you just really wanted to
You in cap
knock
everybody,
somebody's
yeah.
defense, or not defense, their damage down.
Yeah. Mess them up. All right. What was that? I'm a genius. What in the world? So we get another one of these common Lokis. We get Hercules. We get the uncommon Captain America. We get the rare Black Knight. And we get the chase that I was asking for. We get She-Hulk, man. How sick is that? So we finally get Belt of
In the
Strength,
cape.
She-Hulk, which is Megan Yord, Megan Yord, Megan Jord, something like that. Anyways,
Megazord.
this She-Hulk is so sick. She's so cool. She's literally probably my favorite chase in this whole set. I'm actually very excited that we pulled her. This is actually super cool. And I just love that she has the cape. She's got the belt, the little crown, tiara thing.
The ultimate class wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks just like an ultimate class wrestling type beat. Yeah, she's awesome. I love this She-Hulk. She's cool. Well, right on. I would say winner, winner, chicken dinner. The exact chase that I was hoping we would pull. That's awesome.
And not bad on super rares. I guess what was Gamma Clap Hulk was after this set. So
Yeah, what was after it? Yeah.
man, what was a super rare that I really chased from this? Really chased from this set.
Oh.
I know the Daredevil was definitely like, I always love a good taxi. And then like his storyline, him being Heimdall, the man without sight, gets like all father vision or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, the All Vision.
Yeah. The realms vision. I don't know what you would call that.
What was it
what
called?
Heimdall's
What
called.
was Heimdall's vision called? His little special see everything. The All Sight?
Oh, that's what I pulled. The super rare I pulled constantly was the super rare shifting focus Thor, which not a bad one to pull.
No, he's fine.
It's definitely, especially if like people want to complete it. Crusader was also another great one.
I really like. She's actually on the shelf. Yeah, I love Crusader. She's cool. She was the first figure we got to see. No, the first figure we saw from the set was the common Loki. But then, if you remember, they did the get this picture a certain number of likes or whatever, and we'll show you something better from the set.
Okay.
And then that's when we got to see Crusader. If you remember that on Twitter or whatever, they did that thing. It was pretty cool.
There's also a super rare Thanos. And then
There was super rare Thanos in the set.
then we got
the symbiote plus Mjolnir Thanos.
Almost like fanboy dial Thor. It wasn't. So
it was
it
close.
Didn't follow the same kind of
specific fanboy-esque. Yeah.
The 200.1 long dial.
What points was he?
175 or 100.
175 or 100. Okay.
But for 175, yeah, he was at 12 for 5 hypersonic, 12 speed hypersonic with 6 range. So he also has a, what is that, 15 square feet?
This was a set that had benched powers. So
that's right.
For whatever, like he had all the unbenched stuff. He had like invincible, he had hypersonic, stuff like that. It's really cool. I know that was like a big thing when it came out. I was like, oh, holy smokes. So you're saying these powers are back on the table, boys? What in the world? How should we?
And then Recruiter Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, dude, Recruiter Doctor Strange. Little meta staple there for a bit.
I played
with
him.
The Wendigos, recruiting Wendigos in. Yeah, Recruiter Doctor Strange was really sick. I'm excited about this. Now, sadly, I don't get to keep my She-Hulk, which does make me very sad because we're gonna give all this away. Simeon, how should we? How should we give this away? What's a good thing? We got a lot of people in chat, and they're itching. I'm sure they're itching to get some free Heroclix. I know I would be.
We've already given away a Surtur.
We've already given away a Surtur Legacy card. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm.
We could split it. One person gets the 3 super rares, one person gets
Gets all these rares, but then
all the
also the
rares, but
chase.
also the chase.
Dare we split the brick? I like the idea
Yeah.
of giving it all to one
I think,
person.
yeah,
I think that feels better to win uh versus spreading the love. And also we only have to ship one box.
it's true.
Uh let's see.
Will all these fit in one bubble wrap mailer?
Oh my gosh, in a
Let's
bubble
try.
wrap mailer.
Let's try, shall we?
Oh, I'm really trying to think what's something fun. Shall the chat decide? Maybe we'll just let them say what's their favorite figure from Disney Plus that we've seen so far from Next
Yeah,
Phase. Yeah. All right, go ahead, comment down below your favorite figure from Next Phase. You can start right now. Simeon will get his timer in a minute. So yeah, comment below with your favorite figure that you've seen so far from the Disney Plus Next Phase set, and we will get you entered to win all this stuff. Comment now, right now. Hurry up, right now.
I'll give you
Favorite figure.
2 minutes this
We'll give you
time.
2 whole minutes. Perfect. So just because we want everybody to have a shot at winning this brick. So favorite figure that you've seen so far from Disney Plus Next Phase. Hit us in the comments. Hit us in the comments. There's a correct answer. There's a correct answer.
We did see a new figure today.
We did see a new figure today. Heroclix
It's
headquarters
a
had
pretty
Man
solid new
Thing.
figure. Yeah.
Yeah, up on there. So go check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. No one has said the correct answer yet. Such a shame. Trick arrows do count.
Yeah. I think trick arrows are going to be
Let's make
very
sure
interesting.
no one comments twice, though. If you comment twice, don't you dare. If you say like Man Thing or Elsa, you should probably say Prime, but that's fine. John Sanders with the correct answer. John Sanders, good job, good job. But yeah, don't comment twice; it'll throw us off. It'll throw us off. It'll make me not very happy with you.
Andrew Klinger says Kate Bishop.
Question mark? Maybe Kate Bishop?
Kate Bishop?
Maybe
Is he quoting what's her name?
Yelena.
Yelena.
Kate Bishop?
Kate the Bishop?
Are you Kate Bishop? Who could you possibly be? Miss Kate Bishop. The eat hot macaroni. I've never
Yeah.
had macaroni and cheese with hot sauce. I didn't know that was a thing people did.
Ooh. I
Is it, or is it just
like,
her being
yeah.
Russian and not understanding
Well, I just
American
do that.
cultural traditions?
I
Don't you
do
know
that
we
with
have mac and
everything.
cheese with hot dogs? Something gross, not
Yeah.
hot sauce. Come on, something else. Something nasty,
I
like
haven't
a
actually had I haven't done that in like since I was a
mac and
child.
cheese and hot dogs. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Well, my family never did. We had mac and cheese and like ground beef, which
Oh,
is
sure.
fire, by the way. So good.
So you make it, you mix it, and then you put it in a pan, put more cheese on top, and bake it. So then it gets like a
Ooh,
crust and like a
never done
yeah,
that. A little baked mac and cheese.
yeah,
Ooh.
that's good.
All right. All right. What's
But
the timer at?
I am not the person to ask if that's a normal thing because I'll put hot sauce on like a cold sandwich, like just 2 pieces of bread and cold hot sauce. That's delicious.
I don't know if I'd use the word delicious.
Mm.
I think you want to call it barely a meal. That's what I
At some point, it's almost tomato
more of a
based.
snack,
It's a vegetable,
or just a snack.
liquid vinegar
Really nice
vegetable.
snack there. I think that's all the comments we're getting for people that want to win this. So let's go ahead. We'll cut it there. I'll try to make sure no doubles. I know Brian. I know you commented twice with two different
Mm.
answers. How dare you? So I'll try to keep these in track here. So it starts with Rory here, I want to say. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Have to skip him again. 18, 19, 20. So it'll end at Andrew with 20. John Sanders, sadly, you commented the wrong answer first, which was Man Thing Prime. And then you commented the right answer, which was Steve. And then Brian, you also had a double comment in there. Didn't need to call you guys out, but that's what happened. That's what ended up happening. So yeah, go ahead. Let's do it. It's just 1 through 20. And then it'll be a little messy from top down is how I'll have to count again, just to remember that those two comments are null and void. No double comments, no double entries here. The Brick of War of the Realms goes to
I put 1 220, and Google said, ah, yes, -20 to 1.
Negative 20 to 1?
because
I know.
I had the dash in there.
Ah,
That's
who was negative 20? Which answer to negative 20? Oh my gosh,
we'll
it's funny.
see how big I can get this number. I don't know if you guys will ever
Oh,
want
I
to
can
see
see
what.
it. I can see it off here.
7.
7. Let's count up 7, shall we? Starts with Rory, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Josh Ruttenberg. I'm going to say Ruttenberg. It might be Rutenberg. I apologize.
Ruthenberg?
Josh Ruttenberg, you have won the War of the Realms stuff, including the beautiful Chase She-Hulk, who's really sick, very good looking, cute green gal right there. I love her.
We
She's
also got
awesome.
the
These
one of one special
one of
paint
one
job Hulk.
rare Hulk, paint job Hulk. So Josh Ruttenberg, make sure to email us dialateforheroclix@gmail.com with your address that we can go ahead and ship this to. Please be from the United States, please. I'm just kidding. We get it to you no matter what, anyways. Just having a bit of fun. Just having a bit of fun. So go ahead and message us. Get us sent over. You can do it either at our Gmail or you forget the Gmail. Just go to our Facebook page and message us on the Facebook page with your name, address, all that stuff. So yeah, now we know who to give it to. So congratulations to Josh. And then also, who's our legacy card winner? Have to kind of almost scroll back up.
They did comment.
So they did indeed comment. Yes, that was
Hypnosis pictures.
Hypnosis. Yeah, Hypnosis.
Yeah.
There it is. So Hypnosis and Josh. We'll be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for you guys. But guys, if you want some more of the realms, if you want some Disney Plus, just straight up half off. It's just straight up half off. Follow the link above in the little comment section there above the feed. So just check it out. If you want to open some of it, there's still some really cool stuff. If you're playing Silver Age, might not be a bad idea to grab some more of the realms for the shot at getting like a destroyer. Still a great prime and silver, you
Yeah.
know. Or Disney Plus. Once again, you're playing Silver Age. They've actually banned a lot of Disney Plus, but
That's true.
you know, it's still a fun set. I really like it. We did some
Disney Plus
really
still has
cool.
some like the best equipment
Oh,
too,
some of
though.
the best equipment ever. Yeah, very
Yeah.
true. Just straight up. If you don't have a Carter shield, what are you doing?
Hmm.
But we're going to chat a little bit. We'll make sure we set these aside. Give these to John Rettenberg here. Josh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Sorry, Josh. Ah. So we've been doing a ton of stuff, guys. You might have missed the live stream on Tuesday, but Ian and I were basically talking about the IPF tournament that is going to be happening here in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm very excited that it's going to be coming up here. It's April 6th. That's a Saturday. We start at 10 a.m. I am really, really hoping that you guys are able to make it. Omaha is the epicenter of America. May not be epicenter, the center of America at the very least, or at least Nebraska itself is. I know it's not Omaha. It's somewhere in the middle of Nebraska. It's probably a little landmark that has the geographical center of the United States. But definitely check it out, guys, because this tournament is going to be really awesome. We have really cool prizing that we can't wait to announce. There's going to be some very, very special prizing of Heroclix that very few people have been able to get their hands on. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Hmm.
So it's pretty dang good. It's pretty dang good. So we're doing pulp. And right now we're currently trying to figure out what the pulp should be for
Right.
this, right? So we were definitely talking about making a ban list for this event.
I don't think that's a bad idea at
I don't
all,
think it's a bad idea at
especially
all.
coming from Florida.
I want pulp to feel more unique. I
Yeah.
want everybody. I definitely like the idea of pulp, especially in our area, to make it feel like everybody's got an equal chance, equal playing field,
Hmm.
and that's why Sinister should be banned.
Honestly, I'd be okay with saying stuff from the X of Swords slot should be banned because
I'd be okay with all that.
something
Yeah.
like Manifold, I love playing with Manifold. I think it's a great piece, but because of how hard it is to get that set, you can't just go out and buy that set. You have to buy it second hand, or you have to play in one of those events because of how hard it is to get those boosters. And there
Yeah.
might only be like one Manifold in a brick. He's going for like 30 some bucks,
He's so
and
much.
it's like, and he just does something kind of crazy, like all of his stuff, like his taxi ability, his give everyone combat reflexes. Like you combine that with a
Just
few
being
other
a
things.
good close attacker,
Yeah.
too, charge blades, or close combat expert, I want to say, stuff like that.
But yeah, that would take out
Yeah,
the rally die Mr. Sinister, that would take out him. And really those are the only two problematic ones in that
they
I
really
think.
are. I like Bill's idea of also getting rid of Blackheart. I think that's fair.
Okay.
I feel like once you get rid of Sinister, Blackheart, then it doesn't feel so bad to run like Necron and Orb.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I
I
feel
did
like I think those seem
we
fair.
did 400 pulp last Sunday and I played
What was that like?
I I just smoked them all.
Oh,
absolutely destroyed. No,
Did you really?
I mean I did. I
Oh,
did go
nice.
3-0, but
Love
and
it.
I did it with Dracula.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, Dracula,
Oh,
Kazar.
baby.
I was almost a
That's what I
theme
love to
team,
see.
but I broke it to play. Gosh, what was it? I broke the theme team to play something that was just like a filler piece.
Blackheart Dracula Kazar? Do you have Blackheart on there for Dracula?
No,
No? Oh
no, I
man.
was just
No Blackheart needed for Dracula to
yeah.
stomp house? Oh,
I think at 400 points, Dracula's like, well, it's they have to focus on him so much.
that is
I
true.
also played
That's true.
Zarathos at full, which is like if you try and deal with Dracula right away, which Dracula's gonna get more than likely get like the first hit,
Yeah,
or I'm at least gonna like send him up first. If you attack Dracula right away, then Zarathos has that trait where he can just pop you twice,
that is
and like
true.
for one action. And if you try
That is
and
true.
deal with full point Zarathos, then he's gonna probably hit you twice with like plus damage and pen damage, and he's
He's got all those stop clicks
he's
too. Like,
interesting
man,
and
Drathos is
sealed.
tough.
He's real interesting and sealed. I really like him.
He is so good. Man's Wrath is so good. Ah,
Yeah,
so I don't know. I think there's a lot of cool pulp stuff out there. I think no matter what, this event has a ton of like fellowship prizing. I think it's some pretty cool heavy fellowship prizing, best like theme team stuff like that. I'm still waiting for people to start playing the Teen Titans. People were talking mad smack about Teen Titans Go. They're a good pulp team, ladies and gents. They're dope. They're so dope. Giving everybody mystics.
yeah,
Use your brain, use your head. So yeah, so our pulp event's going to be really cool. I hope people kind of start messing around building with pulp. We've only really seen pulp in a 400 point age because that's what it was in
that's
the
true. Yeah,
apples and oranges. So we've never seen like a normal post worlds rotation pulp
yeah,
with like 300 points modern age. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like.
yeah. I think that the prevalence of like higher point rares and higher points, kind of like the beat stick stuff that's really good and sealed, but
Yeah.
not so good in like a 300 setting. Suddenly you shift to 400 and maybe that like 200 point Moon Knight, you know,
That
maybe
is true. I
like,
honestly, our event coming out after Disney Plus or next phase, maybe some Moon Knight does make it in.
mm,
Ian was trying to convince me last stream, and I honestly, I would be scared to play Moon Knight.
the 200
That's
point one.
yeah, that so many points is just Moon Knight. You make two attacks in a turn, sure. You have stop click, sure. But like the no reducer on his stop clicks, like there's a lot of worries. There's a lot of things that worry about me. I
Crazy thing
think
is
he
like,
could do really well for point denial with how much time you get.
yeah,
But man,
there's
scares me a
pulp
little bit.
teams that can just pump out like 7 attacks in a turn, like like
Dude,
no
seven
problem.
attacks plus like a free knockback from Iron Fist or
Yeah,
something. Like there's so much Polk can
I
do.
still really want to do something where uh, I combine Iron Fist and Blackout. I think his name is Blackout. He
Oh
drops
yeah,
like
you
the
talked about Blackout a little bit on the podcast.
yeah, he drops like the square that says like they can't reduce like damage if they're in that square. And so
So
like
good.
if you position really well, or you just like have someone put a barrier behind an opposing
Oh
character,
sure, pop
and
the
then you're
square
just
under him.
yeah charge, hit him, force blast, knock him
Mm.
back, and then force blast is free. Yeah, like that was something. Oh, that was also on my team. I was playing him at 30, and he died most games like right
Iron Fist?
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
most games like because I wasn't really sending him up. I wasn't trying to do a whole lot
Yeah.
with him. I was just I did actually get like one really cool play with him where I repositioned two characters so that my Red Widow could flurry both of them.
Oh. Oh baby.
Yeah, so
That's pretty good.
that was like the big play that he did was just to move a
Move people
opposing
around,
character.
so
Yeah,
yeah, you mess people up. So I think if we did like Blackheart, Sinister, and then does it just do then do is it like get rid of Blue Marvel, Deathstroke? Just because we've seen them nonstop the entire time.
I think
You just get rid of the biggest defenders and see
if
what
we look
happens.
at what was played in Florida at
Yeah.
Champion Clicks, and we kind of just go like topless down.
Ah, Falcon is true. Falcon is such an enabler. God, Falcon's so cool though. The thing about Falcon is I don't feel bad losing to Falcon because Falcon's cool. Falcon's a cool character.
I do really like what he
He's
does.
such a neat ability. Ah, I just love it.
It's just yeah, it's hard to like going in.
I hate to do that, but does he technically kind of do the same thing but better in a way that like Blackheart does? Yeah, I guess he kind of does. So would it be fair to get rid of Falcon if we get rid of Blackheart? Maybe.
See,
But Blackheart's big stinky stink man. And Falcon's so cool.
so the winning team for the orange side of things was
Okay,
Clay, and he was
that's
running
right.
Blackheart and Falcon, Notorious Lex Luthor, who can give out a bunch of outwit essentially, Orb, Red Widow, Necron, Strange. That's the Avengers Forever Strange.
Mm.
Avengers Forever, Ms. Marvel, Manifold, and then Black Manta Goon.
What's that Miss Marvel do in Avengers Forever?
That
'Cause I
is
know
the
she's not the
one.
tiny that gets carried one.
She actually, well,
She
almost all
can
of
go
them
tiny.
can do
Yeah,
it.
usually
Yeah,
they all can change sizes.
but yeah, she's free. Choose one. Use the chosen effect. Modify defense +1 in tiny size, precision strike, and standard, close combat expert, and giant. And then for 35 points,
Mm.
she's a charge, 10 attack, quake, 3 damage with shape change
And they just
and
love giving her
impervious.
that low line. That's just like so good.
Oh, and then she can replace single D6 rolls with a 2 from her rally die.
Ah, that's like gotta
Yeah,
100% be why she's being played.
it's a friendly rally
So
2.
good.
Jeez. I so I think a team like this is literally just
And now it's under 100
it's
points.
not quite like
Now it's
rhyme or
minus
reason.
100 points, right?
Yeah,
So
it's not quite rhyme
it
or
does
reason.
just
It's
seem
just
so random.
here's Blackheart, here's Falcon, and then a bunch of things that are good,
Yeah.
like
It's
all the
like
things that
Necron,
are good.
Doctor Strange, and Orb are your main attacker, Red Widow's
Hmm.
your main attacker. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, a bunch of good stuff. Man, is Manifold really only 30 points? Ugh, so gross.
Yeah,
So good.
especially because like most things in that set just seem like they were like costed for BRs. They
Yeah, usually they just all had a higher point cost, but
Yeah, and
not
then
old
Manifold had
Manifold,
like a
dude.
30-point line, and yeah, combat reflexes, willpower, adjacent friendly characters can use combat reflexes, passenger 2, phasing teleport, stealth. When he uses phasing teleport after resolutions, he can choose a character whose square he moved through. That character can't use improved abilities until your next turn. You don't usually use that as much, but and then yeah, on his own, he's also got the shield TA, which is just
That is helpful.
like,
Necron getting
man,
buffed up with the shield here, that's 7 range,
I really want to stay
8
next to him
range.
so I get combat reflexes, but I wish there was another benefit. Oh wait, there is.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank goodness.
yeah.
So the other ban we had talked about was saying you can only get 100 points of rare figures. The other 200 had to be common or uncommon, or like starter set
Okay.
stuff, right? I liked this one in saying, okay, you know what? Nothing is specifically banned. If you want Blue Marvel, Blackheart, then those are the only two rares you get. No Orb, no whatever. But then that also kind of feels like, okay, then what two busted rares do I do? You know, versus I do think maybe banning is better, but what do you think? Only 100 points of rares versus like banning a select few specific figures.
It's a good question because I like the silver change where they said at least 200 points have to be of silver age, like
Right.
can't be modern, and then your other 200 points can be modern, but you can't go like 205 with modern. You can go 205 with silver, but not. Yeah, I liked that, so I could see something working out with that. Trying to think of because from that list, if we're gonna just keep going off of this one specifically, um, from Clay's team. There's Blackheart, Falcon, Orb,
It's
Necron,
a lot of rares.
Ms. Marvel, I think Manifold. Yeah, Manifold. That's 6 rares, which is the majority of the team. That
It's a lot
means
of rares.
Lex Luthor, Red Widow, Doctor Strange, and Black Manta Goon were the only ones that weren't
Is Red Widow
rares.
not a rare?
She is an uncommon.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Or
thought she was a
nope,
rare.
she is a rare. Jeez.
That's a lot of rares.
Yeah. So
A lot of rares.
there's only 3 not rares on that team. The Doctor Strange. So that's 90, 105 out of 400 points. So maybe that would really shift stuff because, yeah,
A lot of rares. But we're getting some heat in the comments. Looks like Andrew Klinger and Luke, both people that probably won't be at this tournament. I'm kidding, fellas. I'm kidding. I mean, it's true, but I'm kidding, fellas. Just having some fun. Uh, just saying, like, probably just do a select ban list versus get rid of like the team building limitation pool.
Yes, Andrew. A lot of rares have cool abilities. That's why we were gonna restrict how many you could use
Oh, dude, what do
because
you mean?
they're
Most
good.
commons and uncommons are not as fun to play? That is straight up a lie, dude. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, straight up a lie. The Teen Titans, the entire common, uncommon section from Batman Team Up would like to have a word with you, Mr. Klinger, because those were awesome.
Is
The
this
entire common,
is this
uncommon
a
section of War of the Realms.
uncommon that's fun to play?
Yeah, dude, a freaking awesome uncommon that's fun to play.
Is this a fun common that's fun to play?
I would, well, she's dirty. She's too good. She's
Got
really good.
I point out the two characters
Lady
that
Sif, the most
basically
broken, yeah, like
make like three
the
attacks a
best
turn.
figures. How dare you? How dare you? I think Avengers 60 has some of the most fun commons and uncommons.
Oh, for 150.
I still want to see someone play Beyonder in Pulp. Honestly, that's what I
Mm,
want to see for real though. I really want to see someone play Beyonder that Thanos in Pulp.
yeah,
But I don't know. I think those more smaller attackers is what it is.
yeah, I agree. I think when you have so many things that can just like Red Widow just be a because I played Red Widow, I think was the thing that broke it from not being a mystical team. And the amount of times where she got 3 attacks off and dealt damage each attack
Yeah.
was insane. Because you have 2 shots of rolling, like 2 shots to hit, and then if you hit with both of them and you roll blades on both of them, you've got a pretty decent shot of rolling a 1-2 for one of those. But she's got exploits, so you don't really care. And then, so you roll a
True.
1-2, she's got a printed 3. That means she does 2 pen damage. And then you get a third attack suddenly. And it's like, yeah. It's like when we'd play like WWE stuff against people that didn't know the abilities. And it just felt like you were
I'm so
making rules up as
I'm
you
so
went.
sorry. I'm allowed to do this, but it says
Yeah.
here on the card I can.
Oh, you can't target me right now,
Why is
and
that?
then you
Oh,
can't
I'm on
target me
click
next turn.
one.
Also, I
Oh,
get to move up my full speed and not take an action token. And yeah,
the only reason I wouldn't want to ban Red Widow is because Ronin is literally about to come out, and so
oh,
I don't think she'll need to be banned. I think she'll straight up get replaced by Ronin, in my opinion,
mm,
for like not being as easy to kill, and then he's not as consistent with being able to technically make that many attacks, but he's also just so dope. Um,
what do we think
in
from
my opinion.
Disney next phase will be like?
I think the rare Hawkeye that shoots, the rare Clinton Barton Hawkeye that
Yeah,
shoots, is so good. I think Ronin is so freaking good. I think Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, and yes, you need to refer to her in her full name. I think she's really good too. Being able to prob through other people that she makes thunderbolts, I think that could be a pretty big pulp thing because there's a lot of spy, soldier, assassin, spy, soldier, assassin. That sounds
something. I
right.
think
Maybe brute. I don't know.
the Yelenas have that.
Um,
Yeah,
Yeah, the Yelenas have that. There's a ton of soldiers in
probably
Pulp. I
one of
mean,
the
imagine she
tracksuits.
can prob through Blue Marble. He's a soldier. That's
Yeah,
nuts. Are you kidding me? That's so good. So I think she's good in Pulp. I think the normal common Clint Barton Hawkeye could also see a lot of Pulp play, just being able to like pick a power.
mm,
I think that's solid. The rare Moon Knight that we discussed may see it. I'm not big on that. It doesn't matter if Ronan Stockbrook has a 15 defense,
yeah.
Dennis.
It's also a 13 attack for
He
like
turns,
4
yeah,
damage
he's like he's
range
insane,
attack.
and then also he can turn into a different Hawkeye, which I think you should use the AF Avengers Forever, the AF Hawkeye, because he goes onto a good spot when he heals 2 clicks. I really like that Hawkeye.
Hmm.
But you can also use any Clinton Barton, like the free incap is so good. Madison is good. Who else is good? I don't know what else. You want to name some Disney Plus
Well,
picks? I'm going to the bathroom really quick. You
yeah.
want to name some next phase pulp picks?
Lucky doesn't make sense for pulp because you're not going to be using the arrows. You can't use it's figures only, so you could still do the enhancement, and I think he has like some sort of placement power or something, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Um, I know from what we've seen, the shifting focus Groots, I think there's at least 2 of those that'll be pulp legal. I don't remember if we saw an uncommon one, but I remember seeing a common and a rare. So we've got at least those. Let me pull it up real quick. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, of course the Kingpin. I think he's really fun. Uh he's like the not the prime. He's the one that's actually doing the attacking and stuff. The prime's more of like a behind the scenes kind of character. We've got Donnie Blaze, who makes, I think he potentially makes those little demons on click one. Yeah. Leapfrog is kind of like an Iron Fist. He does some knockback stuff. He does some interesting things, and he's got like poison randomly. The Abomasday group is interesting. I don't know if they'll see play in Pulp, but I think being able to control the tempo by removing action tokens from each other, and they don't have to be adjacent, they can just be within four. That seems pretty solid. And they're all kind of like little economic, shorter dials, but like economic pieces. And they all have the kind of stuff that you kind of want. Oh, and then how did I forget about this? The uncommon Yelena for 25 points, I think, is kind of nuts. Opposing characters can't target Yelena unless they are within 2 squares of her, and then she has combat reflexes. So they can only take a shot if they're within 2 squares of her. And if they just punch her, she's a 19 most of her dial, a 20 on her top click. But for 25 points, she's flurry, precision strike, that combat reflexes, and shape change, and she ignores elevated. I don't think that's quite as like, it's not red dagger, but I think it's for 25 points, it's kind of insane.
Who's that?
The Yelena, where
Oh yeah.
she's just got flurry, combat reflexes, and then opposing characters can't target her unless they're within 2 squares. So they can't outwit, they can't perplex, they can't. I don't even think they can prob. Yeah, interesting.
Hmm.
But she does have to be like dropped off, so she'd be a good like reason to keep Falcon and well, I think she works with Falcon. Pretty sure. I don't think she works with Kazar. And then I don't think Blackheart's just not. He doesn't require a keyword, right? He just does that.
Don't they have to be
Or
monster or mystical?
yeah, they'd have to be
Pretty
mystical, I
sure.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta look at HC units too here. I'm gonna check out what are other some crazy good pulp things. And I think that's gonna be one of my other favorite things coming out of next phase is just the sheer amount of like pulp goodness I personally think I see in there.
I think the shifting
I
Groots
do like
might
these
make it.
She-Hulks too. I really like that rare She-Hulk that can shut down free actions. I
Hmm.
think that's really cool. And then you have to basically auto include a Jen Walters on her as well. To
Probably Madison, right?
I feel like Madison's a solid,
20
solid pick.
points perplex. Can use it a second time each turn if she's adjacent to a friendly character with the mystical keyword, which easy enough. And then at the beginning of your turn, roll a d6. On a 1, an opponent places Madison up to 1 square away from her. A 2 through 6, you move her up to 2 squares. So that's her speed power. She's not getting around any other way, really. She's not like taking an action. She's either
Yeah.
being carried or maybe getting some sidestep.
I also like the Maya Lopez a lot. I think she's a bit too much for the points, but I like her getting rid of attack powers. I think that can specifically counter like Ronin's people out of Pulse Wave, like
Mm.
specifically like Blue Marble. But the odds of you hitting Blue Marble before he hits you, that's like the tough part. But I do like this Maya Lopez. I just don't think she's like fast enough to like get her into the board.
About the common Ms. Marvel, where she's got
I think she could definitely see some pulp. I mean,
sidestep
Sometimes TK
TK
is
is
so
already,
good.
yeah.
Barrier toughness, so she's not easy to take out. She's 5 clicks of life, which is kind of annoying
Well, then
for a 35-point piece.
you can barrier and throw one of the barriers for
Yeah.
free.
So if she sidesteps up and she has a 4 range barrier toss at somebody
Hmm.
for free, that's pretty good. It's pretty cool if you ask me. So I think she could definitely see play. She has good keywords. Celebrity, cosmic are like the best. Podcaster. Just saying. If we want to make figures for the podcaster keyword. I know a couple of cool guys that you could give it to. If you wanted to flesh out that keyword a bit
I
more,
won't even take a new dial. You can give me the Embiggen power,
give me any
and
old dial. That's fine.
yeah, this is the shrinking, growing simian. That's what we'll
Yeah.
call it.
The event is April 6th. So it is, I believe, that is the first Saturday in April. It's the weekend after Easter. TCG, 3 cool guys. We're just a couple of TCG players, 3 cool
Hmm.
guys. What can
It's
I
true.
say? Photoshop Ian in here somewhere.
Yeah,
The third cool guy.
I was gonna wear my Batman shirt in
In
spirit of
spirit of
Ian
Ian.
having to work during this. Call the hotel right now and put him
Call
on
the
speaker.
hotel. Hey, is Ian Eggleston there? Be pretty awesome.
I feel like
So yeah,
I can't talk right now, guys. Please stop. Please
please don't.
don't do this to me.
So yeah, April 6th, guys, if you're in the Omaha area. If not, we have a lot of other cool tournaments that are going to be happening. There's somehow another Dragon's Lair. That one is in San Antonio,
Mm,
Texas. That tournament is also going to happen in April. And there's also a tournament that Brad is running. His is also somewhere in Texas. I don't have the post in front of me right now, but you can find out all this cool sorry, International Player Foundation stuff on the IPF page. So go to the International Player Foundation on Facebook. Make sure to give that page a like for updates regarding all these tournaments. If you enjoy these live streams, we're going to be live streaming all day that day during our Pulp tournament, kind of talking with players, interviewing players, showing off some really cool games. Once again, though, it's just all about having fun, having a good time, and raising money for the IPF. Last year, we were able to get Andre Gattini and Edison Lee to America to the World tournaments. It was pretty awesome. So,
yeah,
whatever they decide to do, however long they decide to stay, the goal is that you got to come to Worlds, and we will pay for your flight. Your travel there, we'll get it paid for. That's what the IPF is all about, is getting that travel covered. That's one massive, pretty much the biggest expense for most people internationally getting to America. And like Edison, yes, it is for you guys to go to Worlds, but Edison took like some cool vacation days, and
yeah.
he was in like
We went to
New
Disney
York,
and New York,
Disneyland. Yeah,
and
he was all over America. It was pretty
yeah,
cool. So people really take that opportunity and they run with it, which is really cool. So we're about to start submissions soon for
mm,
the International Player Foundation for the IPF. So just be on the lookout for that. If you ever want to have somebody, your international friends or anybody, try to recommend them to go ahead and audition for it. You can send in either a video explaining like what kind of HeroClix you enjoy playing, telling us about yourself as a player, and then why you would want to come down to Memphis, all that stuff. Just kind of make a fun little video, like getting to know you, and then that just puts your hat in the running. It doesn't have to be trying to sell anything. Just kind of like talk about yourself, your play style, maybe your favorite comic book character, your favorite version of that HeroClix piece. Just kind of tell us about yourself, and that's all you have to do to get entered to the IPF. That, and of course, be not from America, be an international player.
yeah,
We're also going to have some written ways you can send things, maybe Google form or something you can fill out here soon. So for all you international players that want to try to get your trip paid to the US for Worlds in Memphis, Tennessee, that'll be open really soon. And we'll want to have that not only open soon, but decided soon because we already know the dates. So we're already able to plan all this stuff, which is super cool. So I'm excited.
yeah. That is, it's cool that we can kick this off and that WizKids announced Worlds as early as they did because once we announce like that someone's like a winner, that gives them way more time. Because I think we were down to like a month to get like the flights booked when like we started. I don't.
Yeah.
I know it was
Uh,
getting a little touch and go towards the end, just because it just yeah. I mean, when it comes to international stuff, there's just so many hoops that like you have to jump through. That is one like thing to keep in mind if you're an international player and you want to submit. We can't help you get a visa. We can't do
yeah.
anything with that. Like, so if you can get your own visa, if you have your own visa, then absolutely. Like, if you can't get a visa for some reason, like we have no control over that. We can't do
Yeah. You
anything
can't.
about that. So,
Yep.
um, but yeah, otherwise, I'd even I'd even consider someone from like Alaska. That's basically
Sure.
its own
That's
country.
basic. I mean, kind of.
Yeah,
Someone from Hawaii. Are those
yeah.
flights expensive? Are Hawaiian flights expensive? I think they are.
I don't know.
Are they not? I honestly don't remember. Never
I
been to Hawaii. I have no
yeah.
idea.
The thought of
Maybe.
leaving the country just
I think Puerto Rico definitely counts, even though that's like an American whatever
territory kind of
territory.
thing.
Yeah, I think 100% that counts.
Yeah,
Get on over here. Get on all up in this. Things like Mexico, Canada, not America. Yeah, very pricey. Ethan says they're very pricey. All right.
yeah.
Hawaiian flights, very pricey.
Uh,
No, well, not anywhere outside Nebraska. That's a bit. I think Andrew's trying to get a free trip to Worlds, which is 2 tanks of gas or whatever, or whatever.
I mean, yeah. It'd be anywhere outside of like Nat or Tennessee at that point.
Really? Yeah.
Like we wouldn't like
Start it
pick
from
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
That's like the weirdest state to ban. from yeah.
There, yeah. I,
No,
I was
there's like
trying to
3, 4 states in between. 3 states.
not a ton. Yeah, not a ton.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pulp. Honestly, yes, we would allow people from England or France.
Yeah.
That's kind of
In
funny.
fact, we'd encourage it. And also,
Yeah, Ultra Saba, your friend from Chile, have them send something in. Have them send in a video submission to the IPF or a written submission to the IPF. Try to do video though. Video is what it's all about. And honestly, if it ever comes down to some finalists, it'll probably be the videos that make or break it. So
yeah, we
just
haven't
do a fun little video talking about yourself, talking about the stuff you like doing, the figures you like playing.
yeah. We haven't quite decided what like a tiebreaker scenario would look like, and hopefully we don't have to
Hopefully
do
we
that
don't have to. Yeah,
because that gets a little ugly. I'd hate to like
yeah,
to tell one person, well, like you just weren't popular enough, but I don't know exactly how we would handle that situation yet. We're working on it. It's just we're
right.
hoping that we can send enough people and that there's enough people interested.
The goal is
Like,
what, 4 this year? Is it
yeah, I
4?
think
Okay.
depending on the interest from like South America, where like it's quite a bit cheaper, because like
Yeah.
Edison was from Singapore, that's quite a bit further and a little bit more expensive. But from South America, those flights aren't nearly as expensive, so we could, with what we have right now, get at least 4 people, I believe.
Okay.
And that's just what we've raised from the carryover last year, and then Brad like also just like donated like more
Brad is
randomly, and then ran like another tournament, and then
Brad's a Chad.
yeah,
Brad shells out for the IPF. Brad puts in such good work. It was already thanks to his tournament we were able to raise so much money already for the IPF. We're almost out. We made like 1,100 in Florida for the IPF.
yeah.
Brad raised like 500-600 bucks. How much money did Brad raise? A lot.
I mean, in totality, I don't know.
In totality, I have no idea. But I mean, like this most
I
recent
guess
one
I
that
could
would go
look up
toward this year.
the PayPal transactions because it just
Yeah,
says like Brad Broyles
Mr. Brad
paid you
Broyles.
this much. Uh, no, Jackson. Sadly, people from California are banned for Worlds
Oh,
this year.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. That should be that way. It should
yeah,
be that way.
yeah.
Yep. That sucks.
It's too bad.
Anyways, uh, yeah, no, I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and leave.
Oh,
Just kidding. I don't know.
close out the show.
There's definitely plenty of stuff to talk about. We talked a little bit of next phase. We talked a little bit about the IPF tournament coming up. That's really cool. It's gonna be some really awesome prizing there. Right now, I have had people ask us about entry. I want to say it's probably between like 2025. Don't take that as gospel. I doubt. We have some really awesome prizing. So the only reason we'd ever make it like 30 or something higher is because the prizing is just going to be that good.
Yeah,
So like everybody right away, right now is walking away with our participation prize, and it's like a really good one.
it's
It's
as
really
of
good.
right now, I would say you showing up and paying $25 and like participating because
Right.
you only
The
get it if you
experience. The
participate.
experience.
Um, but even if you get dead last, you could like turn your participation pricing over and
I think
get that money
I
back
think
pretty
so,
easily, I think.
honestly.
I mean, we'll see,
We'll see.
but I definitely think that
We'll
yeah,
see.
it'll be worth it for the people that can make it, I believe.
So, really quickly, I'll go ahead and plug the Patreon. We already had a lot of really cool people join the Patreon because of how awesome these shirts are. So we're shelling them. We're gonna shell out a little bit for these our self-plug shirts here. Shirts made by Antonio Clark Art, one of the coolest hero players you'll ever meet. One of the nicest fellas. Dude does a whole bunch of what say you on the websites and whatnot. Antonio Clark Art made the art for these shirts. I had a great idea. He brought it to life. We had these awesome Cap Wolf and then Legacy Hulk riding in the sidecar. It's a very Heroclix specific, very fun shirt. I absolutely love it. Brought to life, of course, by you know who, Tristan and his mom, and of course Ethan, who little Ethan worked real hard to get these shirts out for us. So we made a bunch of these shirts, which is really cool. So definitely check him out. If you want one, consider joining. $25 or higher tier on Patreon gets you one of these bad boys. Think about supporting Dial H because we do a lot of cool stuff. If you want to support the cool stuff we do, you can also get some cool stuff for supporting our cool stuff and get these cool shirts. So yeah,
You know what I love about that shirt?
what do you love about that shirt?
It tells a story. If you walk
That's a cool
into
story.
I don't know, like a hobby shop or someplace, and
Hmm,
somebody
that is true.
recognizes the Hulk, which some people out there in the world may
They
recognize the
might
Hulk.
know who the Hulk
They might know
is.
who the Hulk is. They'll say, "What's going on in this picture? What is this from?" And then you get to explain to them the entire history of Dial H,
Ooh,
Heroclix. You can even shout out Antonio Clark
yeah.
to this stranger that you just bumped into. But yeah, like it is a great conversation starter because it just doesn't make any sense unless
Unless, really,
you
yeah,
know. And yeah, I really like
it's
it.
pretty cool. It is really cool. So even if you don't want to wear one, you can go ahead and get one for a friend, maybe.
What's
Look
in
at that.
Simeon's cup? This is a bottle.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know. We're not. Neither of us have a cup.
It's a sarsaparilla, Bill. I've been big into
Uh,
sarsaparillas lately.
is that a Sioux City sarsaparilla? Is that what I'm looking at
No,
right here?
no,
Not a Sioux City sarsaparilla.
this is not your
Shoot.
dad's sarsaparilla.
Ah, I have
Yeah.
heard of that one. I've heard of that one.
Actually, I find this so gross.
I've never
I
heard. I've
tried
never had those, but I've heard of them.
not. I can't remember if it's not your
Not your
dad's.
daddy's root beer,
Yeah,
isn't that was it? Not your dad's root beer?
mm, ruined root beer for me
Oh,
for a
really? Did it
while.
really? Oh
Yeah, I
man,
was like, that's not
you
root beer.
can't beat Sioux City sarsaparilla. It's so good.
Yeah.
Or Barks root beer. Barks the goat. Uh, Ethan's asking about judges for April 6th. Yeah, you're looking at two of them. Maybe at least one of them. Maybe I shouldn't say two of
The plan will be, I'll have Jay on
them.
just on a call,
Jay on a
and I'll be
call the
like,
entire time.
yeah, guys, what's the question? And then I'll just like click it on speaker, and I'll be like, all right, Jay, so tell me what the answer is. All right, guys, so what the thing is,
Just staying in a
no one will
Discord
know.
call or
Yeah.
something with Jay all day. Yeah.
Jay loves being used for his judgeness, for his judging abilities.
He
He's
just
like,
loves judging.
he's like, please give me every opportunity to judge. A&W cream soda.
A and W and W
And
A
W.
and W. A
And
and
W.
W is good. A and W is best when it comes from an A and W tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's, I know there's one in Nebraska. I don't know what the closest one is, but I swear there's one not far from here. Speaking of which, this is apropos of nothing.
Oh, is it okay?
Getting a Buffalo Wild Wings, not too far from here. It's like 24th and Vinton, which is,
I know there's one over by Cass Street,
yeah,
which is like by that Target
yeah,
and all that
down.
stuff.
That's that's not
It's
that
by a
far
Best
from here,
Buy. It's
but
not terribly far. What is that?
yeah,
12 minutes?
this one's like, I don't think it's gonna be a full Buffalo Wild Wings. It's like Buffalo Wild Wings.
Do they make mini versions of Buffalo Wild
I
Wings?
think it's like one of the ones
Just
where
the
it's just like a drive up and you grab the food.
what? Really? They make those for Buffalo Wild
I
Wings?
don't know. That's what it kind
No.
of sounds like by like the branding that they gave it. I'm not huge on
Wow.
Buffalo Wild Wings, but I am huge on wings. So
I do like wings, and I'll eat some trash wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. I enjoy it. If we can get $100 Patreon member right now, we'll do Hot Ones 2 tomorrow. How's that sound, guys? Oh, well, we can't do it tomorrow. We'll do it Saturday.
Cthulhu
Only if we
says,
get $100. I'm just kidding.
and W in this economy?
The W. We can only afford the A. What does A and W stand for? What does the A and the W
It's
stand
got
for
to
in
be just
A
like
and W?
two last names,
It's
right?
got to be, yeah.
Anderson and Wilkinson is like two brothers. Well, they'd have the same last name then.
Yeah, it's supposed
Two
to be two
strangers
pals, two friends, two cousins.
making root beer and cheese curds. He's like, all right, W, you go make the cheese curds. I'll handle the root beer press.
Perfect.
Gotta go and collect some more roots for this beer. That's how it's made. Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Perfect.
I'm just a
Incredible.
simple pickle farmer.
Uh,
I just roam the fields of pickles, farm them.
don't know what we're going for this. Don't know what's happening right now, Simeon.
I don't know. That's,
Okay.
I'm just a simple pickle farmer,
Oh my gosh.
farming pickles.
Ah,
Hard day in the pickle fields.
a hard day in the pickle fields.
Change a man.
You in the pickle fields all
Yeah.
day long. That's a tough life. That is a tough life.
I don't want a single person to talk about cucumbers because it's not cucumber orchard land where everything's nice and pristine. This is pickle field land. It's much different. Stinkier. We need hot ones too.
Oh,
I don't know if our guts can take it. Hot
I
ones
really don't know if we
too.
could.
If you haven't ever seen Hot Ones, our original Hot Ones, you should definitely
A
watch it.
Christmas special.
And
Pretty fun.
oh yeah,
It was a Christmas special that year.
yeah. Why did we do that and the wings?
I don't know. I don't
Because
know why.
it made the game so much harder.
It really did. It really did.
What about
There it is.
we're not
There it
talking about
is.
cucumber orchards, we're talking about pickle fields. Two completely different things. They're hoity-toity cucumber orchards where it's like, oh, $25 to walk through our orchard. And like, great. These are hardworking people in pickle fields. This isn't this it's what feeds the nation, pickle fields. When's the last time you didn't have a pickle?
Every
Oh,
day, almost like definitely
I was
today.
I was hoping you'd say
Last time I didn't have a pickle,
yeah.
I didn't have a pickle today, yesterday, the day
Hmm.
before that, the day before that.
Mm.
When's the last time I did have a pickle? That's the really hard one. I don't remember the last time I had a pickle.
I consider anything that's pickled to be a pickle.
Anything
So
that's pickled to be a pickle,
I I had pickled
I don't eat
jalapenos
pickled
last
things
night.
that often.
Pickled jalapenos and habanero salsa.
Jeez, that's spicy.
Yeah.
Ha, ha,
I didn't eat it with anything. It was just in a bowl.
spicy.
No,
Just try.
it was on nachos.
Okay, I was like, please tell me it's on a sandwich or something. Okay. Pickles in a sandwich? Let me tell you what happens to pickles in my sandwich. They do this. That's what happens to pickles in my sandwich. That I go, oh, I forgot to ask with no pickles.
Like you go to one of those movie theaters where you can buy like actual meals
Say psych right now, Bill.
and you just like throw them at the screen. You're just like
Okay.
pickles.
Speaking of movies, will Madam Web be better or worse than the Heroclix figure?
Oh,
And is
the Heroclix figure is good.
and is that what Dial H is doing this weekend? Watching Madam Web?
Hmm. Yeah,
We have a $45 Patreon. Join right now to pay for 3 tickets.
I'm
We'll go
terrified
see
of
Madam Web.
I'm terrified of watching Madam Web because it was like only one of the things listed in this is false. And then it listed like the most ridiculous things about the
I
movie. And
saw
I was
that
like,
post, but
the very
I
first one, I was like, that has to be the false one. And then it like got like not progressively worse, but it got like worse at some points. And I
so
was just
weird.
like, ah, what? What do you mean dream sequences? I
I
haven't
believe there's got to be a ton of dream sequences, right? I feel
yeah,
like that movie's going to be like 50-50 dream sequence, real world.
I haven't seen it, so I won't use the spoilers that I've
Madam
looked
Web
at
in time.
to spoil it for someone else, but it's not webbing time.
It's not webbing time. No, I think if we got a $45 Patreon right now, I think we're all going to go see Madam Web and then each build a team based on one of the characters from Madam Web. So it's Madam Web, Ezekiel Sims, Julia Carpenter, I want to say she's in it.
Spider Woman,
Spider Woman's
Spider
in it.
Girl, Silk.
The
I
two different Spider Womans are in it, I want to say.
okay.
Well, around, build them around, not just the one team. It would be a few teams with that character as the epicenter, the focus of the team. Anyways, let's talk about a good movie that's coming out this year, Craven the Hunter. I actually am excited for Craven, even though I know it's going to be bad. Craven's an awesome character, and I wish they would have just made him normal Craven. And also not Aaron Taylor Johnson. Love Aaron Taylor Johnson. He kicks butt. What can I say?
Yeah,
And
I
he's a quick silver.
the
But
first
yeah, you thought I was going to say Deadpool. Of course, I'm not going to say Deadpool. I'm
first
talking about a
couple
good movie. Craven.
trailers for Craven, like the first couple like teasers
Oh yeah,
before they got into like actually showing stuff off, I was like, this is gonna be good. I was like,
that's how I felt too.
legitimately, I was like, how are they gonna be bad? Like, how is this gonna be bad?
Yeah,
There's no way. And now I'm like on the fence again. I'm like,
I'm iffy on it, but it could be good.
it might just
I'm
be.
holding out hope that
Might
it's
be
good.
Craven time again.
It's Craven time.
Craven time. Uh, here we've got Craven, and then we've got a date and time for the reboot of X-Men 97.
That is true. X-Men 97 is coming out.
Yeah, it's not so much it is a reboot because the show hasn't been on for decades at this point, but
When did the show
it's a
actually stop?
continuation.
Was 97 the next year that would have been its next season? Like, did it end in
Yeah,
96?
I want to say it
or
was like 99.
like I'm curious why it's called 97. If that's when the show originally debuted, or if that's when the show ended and they're starting up from the year 1997 going forward, or what it's supposed to be. Oh, it's the International Vinegar Museum. Yeah, Bill, that's completely different. South Dakota's not just the International Pickle Museum, it's the Vinegar Museum, which, by the way, is not worse. It's not worse than the Minnesota's Spam Museum, or maybe that's Iowa. I don't know. One of them has a Spam Museum, and that has to be worse than the Vinegar Museum. Check and a mate. South Dakota is also home to the
Okay.
Guinness Book of World Record holder world's largest Man Thing collection. The
So
DC character, no, sorry, the DC character Swamp Thing, not Man Thing. My bad.
X-Men Evolution started in 2000, so I'm guessing
Such a
it
good year.
started in 92,
X Men
ended
Evolution
in
was such
97.
an awesome. Okay, started. Oh, it started in 1992. Wow, it did have like 5 seasons though, right? I watched them all back when the original XDPS set came out, um, but I haven't seen them since then. They're pretty good though. So X Men '97 is gonna be pretty cool. That root beer is killing you right now. Oh my gosh, guys. We can also go to what's it called? Anyways, I think this is a fun stream. We were live for about an hour and a half. We're having a good time. We're just kind of hanging out. If there's anything you guys want to ask Simeon and myself before we well, hopefully you can still ask Simeon a question here in a bit. I I hope. If there's anything you guys want to ask, we're just going to open the floor for discussion. If you guys want us to talk about anything specifically, if you guys want to ask us any questions, go ahead, rattle them off. But if not, we're probably just going to take off and have a good time. Shout out to our winners, Josh Ruttenberg and Hypnosis Pictures. We'll be sure to get that stuff out to them as soon as we are able to. So potentially tomorrow if they get some.
That was bouncier than I thought.
So that was Bucky. Oh man,
Oh no.
that was Bucky and potentially a couple of figures in there. Oh, please don't be broken.
No, Ash Williams.
Scary, scary.
Had this big mic arm.
Samantha. All right, guys. Seriously, any questions you want to do? Any topics for discussion before we go? Let us know really quickly. We had some great people ask some great questions the other day about all sorts of stuff. So I'm disappointed in you. They're not asking anything. You okay?
I genuinely just inhaled some liquids.
Ah, you don't breathe
I'm just
liquid.
trying to
Silly Simeon.
I'm trying
Liquid's
to
not for
hide the fact
breathing.
that I'm crying about Dark Phoenix Saga.
Oh no.
It's just gone too soon.
What we got here soon? I don't know if it was. For the figures that were in there,
Wingard. Wingard was in there.
so he can leave. He can leave at any time. And I love playing Wingard. I love them, bro.
For being in like
Top.
2 episodes.
What do you mean, Swiss or top cut? What do you mean? Yeah, we'll play like probably 4 or 5 rounds of Swiss, maybe. Probably closer to 4 or something rounds of Swiss, and then we'll cut to top whatever. Or do you also plan? Okay, follow up. Let's see. Do you plan on hosting BRs for people that don't get? Yeah, I'm sure this store will have BRs. I don't know if we'll be able to necessarily prize out BRs. It'll kind of depend, but we won't stop anybody from playing a battle royal, I guess.
Yeah. Also,
That's for sure.
next phase will be new enough that it's kind of its own prize. Playing like a
Also
next
true.
phase BR.
Yeah. Favorite X-Men animated series episode? Probably the Nightcrawler episode. Just because Nightcrawler's my favorite X-Men. He's not in a lot of shows. He was barely in it, really. So having a full episode dedicated to Nightcrawler, that was pretty cool. That one or the D&D episode, that was a pretty fun episode.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like that.
I
How
like
about you?
the Proteus, the Mirror Island or
Oh,
whatever.
Kevin McTaggart. Kevin,
Yeah.
Kevin. Yeah.
That's the one thing I really don't care about. Like the trailer that we saw was man going from the original Wolverine voicing to the new guy.
Isn't that the same guy though?
It might be, but
I
like
thought it was the same guy just 20 years later is all.
either way, like the voice is just like it's jarringly different. And I'm
It
like,
is.
that's been the Wolverine voice in my head when I read comics for so many years that suddenly it being like shifted and it's like not as growly and stuff. I was just like, oh, like go away. Did not like.
I agree. Cthulhu. I always end up saying nothing I can do about that after checking for prop. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's a good mindset. Would you be annoyed by somebody constantly rolling for leadership when there's no point? Yes, and yes, I am. I hate when people say roll leadership, willpower, when it's the first turn, when no one has any tokens, when there's no bystanders to be generated with leadership, when there's no special anything to be done with willpower. If you roll that, you are just wasting time. I personally really hate it. As someone that tries to play as fast as possible so we can get in as many turns as possible, when people say, well, just to keep in the habit, KMO willpower, Captain America leadership, Captain America leadership. I'm like, no, stop! It literally doesn't matter. I always say I could roll for leadership, doesn't matter, and then I take my turn. There we go. I verbally reminded myself I have leadership, I have willpower. It doesn't matter right now, and then I can take my turn.
I think the big thing
Versus
is
rolling, I hate when people roll. I hate it. I don't care. I don't
keeping in
care.
the habit of like recognizing you have leadership.
Yeah,
You don't have to roll for it, but recognizing it, it's it's not as bad as the fact that whiz kids won't give me credit for rolling for willpower years ahead of time.
yo, he's spinning.
Years ahead of time.
He's spinning right now.
For years, I bothered Calder by rolling for
It's so
willpower,
true.
and it made no sense
It's
to
so
do such a
true.
thing.
The amount of times you'd be like, "Oh, for willpower? Like, why?
Because
Why,
back in the
Simeon?
day,
Why?" You didn't
it
need. Yeah, you
didn't
didn't
do
have to.
anything.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't a roll. It wasn't a power that did anything other
I
than like
remember when they
no
posted the
pushing damage.
article and we just messaged back and forth like, "They did it! They added rolling for willpower." I was just like, "This is
Finally,
unreal. This can't be real." That was insane. Uh, who's your favorite Thunderbolt character that has been a part of the team other than U.S. Agent? Okay, rude, rude. The new Thunderbolts run, Bucky Barnes is part of the team, and he's leading the Thunderbolts. I would say Winter Soldier, probably. Slash the Revolution. I would actually say the Revolution version of Bucky is my favorite Thunderbolt besides U.S. Agent.
I'm excited for the like Disney
Oh
Plus
yeah.
Thunderbolts because I want them to do more with Ghost. I think that's such an interesting. They built up this like very interesting backstory and character and power set and whatever,
Yeah.
and then like the movie ended. It just felt like it was just
That's
like
true.
all this backstory, all this stuff, and then they were like shoved her aside, and they were like, "But anyhow, how are you doing, Scott?" And it was
Janet's
like,
back.
yeah, it was
Scott, are
like,
you okay?
what about like that super tragic character you just set up, and then like,
It was experimented on by Shield
yeah,
and all
like
this, and then
just
like,
swept under the rug. Like I don't even know what happened. Did she phase into like the floor? What I don't even remember. But yeah, that is a very interesting character.
Uh, Ethan asks, will Dial H merch and tokens be available for purchase on the event to raise money for the IPF? Yeah, probably. I don't want to say concretely that they will be, but I can more than likely get a bunch of tokens ready for people to just buy and purchase to raise money for the IPF. That is all very, very, very
Yeah,
possible to happen.
$5 signatures.
Yeah, but you get all three, so it's like actually a steal.
Yeah,
It's actually like literally so good.
such a deal.
It is. It is though. All right.
Yeah,
No other questions. Nothing else. All right, guys. It was fun hanging out. Make sure to we'll plug it one last time. The War of the Realms
yeah. It's been
deal, the War of the Realms, and the Disney Plus. Those are both just straight up half off. And if you want to mix and match, go for it. But a case is $1.35. So just go ahead, check it out. They're both half off right now on the shop.wizkids.com store. If you want to use code DIALH10, you can use that, but you can't use it with promos, Scott Porters, pre-orders, a few other things, iconics. I do know that people were saying, "Whoa, Phoenix Sentinels are on the shop," and it's like, yes, they are, and they can get 10% off with code DIALH10.
hmm, yeah.
I do like that, Bill.
So
Did you see
wild
that?
having the Dial H collection as like a
It
new
is wild,
article
and
on
it's a
official
Dial H
WizKids thing.
collection. That is so crazy cool. I'm like, dang, holy smokes!
Ethan says, "Wait, let me think of a question." You get one more, Ethan.
Oh wow, hard stop. One more question,
There
ladies and
needs to be
gentlemen.
Dial H pizza object where the image is Simeon's idea of what Detroit style pizza looks like.
Oh,
If we were gonna get a, jeez, I feel like I inhaled a whole bottle. Uh, if we were gonna get a pizza object, it would absolutely be stuffed crust, like Pizza Hut.
I mean,
That is the
That's the
thing that
dial H
yeah,
standard.
we've
It's
consumed
just
that.
us.
You guys haven't seen it, but we've consumed that way too many times
Way too
here.
many times. I mean, after filming, sometimes it feels like the right call. It really does.
Yeah.
Uh, the
Also, Detroit style pizza would be indistinguishable from a brick if it was a 2D object because, square. Square.
savage, absolutely savage. Will we get dial H terrains? Maybe, Ethan. Maybe that's in the works. Maybe they already exist and I haven't showed them to you yet. Maybe all of that was a lie.
I mean, technically, I had prototypes. They just never really, never worked.
I hate you, Ethan.
Is that Ash?
I hate you, Ethan.
This is Ash Williams,
That is correct.
Fortnite, best character
No,
from
it don't say
Fortnite.
from Fortnite.
Might remember him as having a shotgun and his emote being like sawing off his own hand or something. I don't know how Fortnite works. I assume that's all that they do.
Probably. Yeah, I don't
Emote.
know. Probably. Yes, this is Ash Williams from Evil Dead, or from Fortnite,
Not
or
from
from
not
Dead
from
by
Evil Dead
Daylight.
Rise though.
No, 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 no. There's no Ash Williams in Evil Dead Rise.
No. The worst part of the movie is there's not even a single like they could have just had like his picture in the
Annotation to him.
background or
Yeah, it's nothing.
been like my granddad
So
or
sad.
something like
So
had
sad.
him walk by in a random
Oh,
scene.
all right, guys. I think we'll go ahead. We'll let you go here. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. It was fun hanging out. It was fun chatting. Stay tuned. Obviously, new episode of the podcast every single Sunday, Monday ish around that time, as well as we have some cool videos coming out soon. If you liked the Disney Plus next phase and the old school Disney Plus sealed that we did, that was the super sealed Adepticon practice. We're going to have another one of those videos where Simeon
Oh,
will build a team and play it. So Tristan joined us last time. Simeon will join us next time. That video will be coming out sometime soon. But stay tuned, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Dial H for HeroClix, support us on Patreon. Check out the Dial H collection on shop.wizkids. And remember, for all your HeroClix content, make sure you Dial H. Happy trails.
sayonara.